everyone. So I have Mr. Bowie here with me today. He is looking so cute, and I'm pretty excited because I am finally filming during the day, which is a rare event. I've started working more nights, and so it's a little bit more of a convenient time for me. And so you can see his coloring a little bit better, which is really nice. But today we're just going to be changing him into something quite simple. Just a plain polka dot onesie. I think this one is super cute. It's the Happy brand. But it looks, kind of why I picked it is it just looks very sunshiny and bright and very cute. I wanted to put some accessories on him, but it is just way too hot outside, so we're not going to do that today. However, to make the video a little bit less boring for you guys, I brought in the brush so I can brush his hair on camera. I feel like a lot of times I end up brushing his hair off of camera. So anyway, now I'm kind of just rambling on, but today's subject or topic is going to be why I think that reborns are therapeutic for me. And before we sort of get into this topic whatsoever, is I just kind of want to give like a disclaimer on how I'm kind of defining the word therapeutic in this context. So like if you just look at the, textbook definition of therapeutic, it usually means something that treats disease. And I think that, this sort of gives a lot of people who are not in the community sort of like thoughts about just like, oh, if they're thinking that these dolls are therapeutic, there must be inherently a disease or issue that they are trying to treat, right? And so I just want to say that right off the bat that is definitely not really the point of collecting for me. In this context, I'm using the word therapeutic as sort of meaning an element that increases your well-being or has like a good effect on your mind or your body or your spirit, I guess. So that is what where we are using it. And so the reason why I kind of want to talk about this is I think like another reason why people outside of the community sort of think that it's very odd that we find dolls or reborns therapeutic is because they look so similar to real babies. And in in the real world where there is real live babies, that sounded really weird to start that out with, but anyway, real babies, they cry and they poop and they sleep deprive parents, and they're not very calming and relaxing. So why do we find these dolls very calming and relaxing, whereas like a typical newborn baby would not be a calming and relaxing experience, at least for me? Even like when you don't have to deal with the baby 24/7. If like someone hands me their newborn baby, it's like kind of an automatic panic thing for me, which is kind of silly. I don't know why, but it's just like, oh my gosh, like someone has just given me this like very fragile little small being. Like, oh, I don't want to upset it. I don't want to hurt it. Like, I don't know what to do. And I'm sure a lot of the people in the reborn community who have been mothers before are not going to feel like that way, right? But it's still just like a screaming, crying baby is not relaxing, to be completely honest. So I was kind of just thinking about that last night and kind of thinking about like how it's odd how so many people in this community find this to be the most relaxing and comforting hobby. And even therapeutic in a sense. So these are my reasonings. Everyone's reasonings are probably a little bit different. So I would love to hear yours in the comment section. If you find your reborn hobby to be therapeutic, why do you find it to be that way? I guess like my first and biggest thing is that reborns are weighted. And I feel like now it's kind of a little bit easier to describe because we have like all of these weighted blankets and weighted stuffies and things like that. Just having something weighted that you're holding or that's on your chest or laying on you it just has a very soothing effect. And I think that like part of it, I actually did not research the science of this before, which I think would be cool. I could probably make a whole nother video about that if you guys are interested. But in my opinion, I think, something that's weighted sort of wakes up your proprioceptive system, and sort of in that way, when you're focusing on something that's like weighted and something that's on your body, it can sort of decrease stress. Like I said, if that's kind of just a random guess or I guess sort of an idea that I have, but I think looking into the actual research of that would be interesting as well. So anyway, let me know. But that's kind of my biggest thing. Whenever I want to feel nice and calm, or sometimes early in the morning when I'm just waking up, I'll lay one of my Reborns on me, and it is a great way to wake up, because you wake up feeling nice and refreshed and not stressed, very relaxed. And that's also why I kind of prefer a heavier weight in my dolls. I weighted Bowie myself, and then I added some weight to Winona. So both of them weigh around 6.5 pounds, almost 7, I think, for Bowie. And that is definitely what my preference is. Another reason why I kind of think that Reborns are very therapeutic is everything that we do with our dolls. Other than if you're an artist and you're painting, it's a completely different thing. But it's a fun activity that doesn't really have like a finished product, right? So let's just say like other hobbies that people might have, they might be really into sports, and that finished product is, the end score of a game, or how fast they run, or how high they've jumped, or statistics like that. There's kind of a goal or something that you're kind of trying to achieve in the back of your mind. Not always, but typically. Or like with art, that's like kind of the easiest thing to think about, is you're getting all of these materials and making it into a final product to enjoy, like a painting. You have a canvas and paints, and that finished product is what you admire in the end. Or with music, creating different notes to create a beautiful song or melody. So that's kind of like your finished product. But with Reborns, like, the most of a finished product that you get is like, he had one outfit on and now he has a different outfit on. It's not really like a big thing. So I think that when you're feeling a lot of stress in your life, or if you're just really busy, not stressed, but just busy in general, I think that there's a lot of really simple and easy things that you can do with your Reborns that are fun and contribute to your well-being, that aren't going to take you a whole lot of time, and you don't really feel pressured to do. So for an example, like at a really long day at work, the last thing that I want to do is like come home and paint or crochet, because I'm just so tired. And so I think that having Reborns is really nice, because I can just hold a Reborn while watching TV, and it's something that makes me feel very happy at the end of the day. And so I think that that's a really important thing. And I don't know why I just directly sprayed that on his head. Usually I just do like little spritzes on the brush, but I guess we're just going for it today. So his hair is going to be a little wet. And he does have the painted hair underneath, so you don't really need to style his rooted hair on top very much. I don't do it very often either, just kind of when it gets a little fuzzy. And I know I'm getting off subject here, but in that little spritzer container, I have just water and then a few drops of a coconut oil based shampoo, which helps make mohair less frizzy, which is really nice. But anyway, now I have to get back to what I was talking about. Now I kind of completely lost track. But yeah, so it's a fun activity. It's kind of just play. There's not really like an end thing in mind. It's just something fun that doesn't really have any pressure. or finished product behind it, which is really cool. Also, I really, as I said in my last video, I love peaceful expressions, and I think that a lot of the times we sort of mirror the expressions that we see around us. So if other people are really angry, then you kind of like maybe not mirror exactly their face, but you kind of bring that back. And so at least I do. I feel like when people are like telling like a really sad story, I notice that like my face like gets sad, if that makes sense. This is a very weird subject to talk about in a way, because I feel like it's so hard to describe, and I don't know if I'm really doing it that much justice, but I hope that you guys get what I'm saying. So I feel like when you are really angry or really sad, or maybe not just in the best mindset ever, holding a reborn that has a very peaceful or happy expression can be very relaxing and kind of put you into a little bit of a better mood. Now they did do a study that I know about, that I'll at least talk about in this video, where people who pretended to smile or pretended to look relaxed actually ended up feeling more happy or more relaxed. So the fake it till you make it thing is actually kind of true in a way. And so I think that's really interesting. So yeah, I do love looking at my nice, peaceful, calm, sleepy faced babies, because it makes me feel very calm and sleepy as well. And I don't know if that's just a me thing or if a lot of other people feel that way. I'd be very interested to know. So yeah, I would love to hear your guys's thoughts and opinions about this subject. And thank you for watching kind of this more brief video. And I will be making more videos more frequently again, I hope. I apologize for taking a break. I had a very big test that came up, and that last video that I posted was actually a video that was made like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I just never got the chance to post it because I was really running around everywhere and studying. And anyway, so now I hope to yet again get back into my regular schedule. We'll see how long that lasts, but I really do enjoy spending time with my dolls, because it's very calming and very therapeutic. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. All right, bye-bye.